Okay, so in the past session, past episode, for you know TDDing or unit testing a confirmation dialogue, I discussed from scratch opening up Visual Studio and and creating a test project first without even thinking about or even considering the type of application it's going to be. And then I took you into my world of the thought process of fleshing out the business logic required to test a user interaction, aka or IE dot I dot E dot confirmation dialogue. So that's what I attempted to share. That's the journey that I went on yesterday. That I tried to bring you into my journey in my world of doing that, and I left it off with a passing test in which the unit test was actually quote unquote the agent of the outside world that was to mimic a user that would say yay or nay if they wanted to proceed based on some form of confirmation. Now, with that said, oh yeah, by the way, it's you can find it on YouTube or you could go to my blog. It's called Scott Nimrod's blog. You can do a search on that, but the actual address is bizmonger.wordpress.com, and that's where I discuss, TDD, a confirmation dialogue, volume one. And this session is going to be called TDD, a confirmation dialogue, volume two. Okay. So what I'm going to discuss today is what I'm going to discuss today is implementing the UI, right? And leveraging that business logic that we fleshed out via TDD, and basically have a UI that is wired up to the business logic, and so that we can demonstrate a confirmation that an actual user would use, and it's also testable and it is tested. So, with that said, let's go to Visual Studio and let's hold up. This is already here. My test is already here. Yo, okay. So this is a test that we wrote, all right? And we had this form of confirmation object, and this object had this class had a request event and also had a confirm. All right, this is the request event of this class that implements iConfirmation, and it exposes here, it implements the confirm method, all right, in which the confirm method will actually invoke the request event, right? It will raise the request event. Get rid of the noise up here. I thought I saw something earlier I didn't like. All this is done with the delegate command, all right? And I'm not going to spend too much time on delegate command, but it implements iCommand, and it leverages delegates to do it. All right, the two major operations of iCommand, if I can go here, is can execute and execute with the emphasis on execute. Okay, so that's part of the system.windows input namespace, and we have a delegate command. You can just look it up on the web, and get the actual source code for it. I have it on my NuGet. I have it put up on NuGet. If you go to bizmonger.patterns, and that's what it is. And what's this? We're checking for null. We don't need to do that. My OCD is taking over. Huh? We don't need to do that. We don't need to check for null and then use the special syntax that checks for null again via the question mark to invoke the can execute change instruction. So we don't need to do that. Oh, okay, that looks better. Thank you. LCD. All right, so okay, I'm not gonna look at this anymore. Anyway, that's the delegate command. That's the I command. All right, cool. So that's our mock confirmation. It doesn't have to be mock confirmation. Just by default, that's what I named it. It could really just easily be this right here, and just call it confirmation. And maybe that's really part of the. Maybe that'll actually be the class and actual domain logic that we refer to. It's confirmation. Okay. Now all this is defined in our test project. Okay. Now, all right, that's fine. But in TDD, I'm in love with this red-green refactor. So we wrote the test that couldn't even be compiled, and then we pretty much defined the types that were required to get the test to compile. And then, the test went red. The test failed. And so then we filled in the logic that was required to get the test to pass. Okay. Now, that's great. You see this green check mark right here. Yeah. All right. Now, that's not what I said 4 minutes. But we have a passing test. Now, what we want to do is, maybe it would be a good idea to refactor this. RGR, red green refactor. Let's go. Let's create a new project. And do a new project. And I still don't care about what type of application it is. I don't care about it. I don't. I don't care if it's WPF, and I don't care if it's Xamarin somewhere. I don't care. I don't care. What I do care is about my domain. I care about the business rules that this application is based on. That's the priority to me. That's what I care about. Everything else is a detail. It complements the domain. It's not the domain, okay? So with that said, let's go ahead and I could do a portable class library. I could do that. I don't really care whether it's portable or not, but I guess for the sake of leveraging potential reuse, let's do a portable class library. Okay, I'll do a portable class library. All right. And hopefully everything works out regardless of what I use. And so now we say we're presented with this dialog saying add portable class library. .NET Framework 4.5. I don't care about Silverlight. Silverlight is dead. Rest in peace. I miss you. I love you. But damn, man. You talk about the technology before its time. Silverlight. Still don't understand how this HTML5 dominated. You know what I mean? But it's some people hate Microsoft, and there's haters out there. But Silverlight was so live. I knew that was going to define my career. But there's still patterns that I leverage from it. But RIP, rest in peace, Silverlight. Now, we still got Xamarin Android and iOS Classics. Probably still won't get rechecked. I don't care about Windows Phone, Windows 10. I don't care about any of that. Now, this is supposed to be, I think I'm going to do the example in WPF, but I don't see WPF actually listed here. I don't see I guess .NET Framework 4.5 actually is for WPF. Maybe that's what it's about. We'll keep it simple right now. Okay, maybe I can't. Whatever. So, create the portable class project. Get rid of this noise. Alright. So, we have our class library in here. I should have gave it a name. We're going to call it a domain or core, whatever you want. Okay. And we're going to delete that. We're going to delete that. And so we have our domain project and we have our unit test project. Okay. Now notice how a side effect of doing TDD is we have all these classes right now, all these entities that are, I don't know if you want to call it entities, but we basically have established some of the classes that were fleshed out via our test-driven design or test-driven development. So we can now just take this, man. Just take it and move the stuff. Let's cut it, put it up here in our domain. Okay. Now that we have it in our domain, no, I thought I hit cut. All right. Delete that. Okay. Now our test is going to be unhappy, right? So let's add a reference from our test project to the domain, and everything should be happy for the test, I would think, right? Because I didn't change the namespaces, but it's still complaining. It should have whatever. Hold up. What is this? And not sure what this is. Hold up. Cannot create instance of abstract I confirmation. What are you talking about, Willis? Why doesn't this work? Cannot create an instance of the abstract class or interface I confirmation. You're absolutely right. You can't. Why? Where did I confirmation come from? It should just be confirmation. Where's our confirmation at? Mock confirmation. All right. Yeah. Change that. We'll call that confirmation. Stop. Stop. Okay. Get rid of the noise. I don't want namespaces that I'm not leveraging. All right. So, build. Okay. Cool. All right. Get rid of that. Now, just to be thorough, the namespace within our test project for these classes are still saying my test, so we can update that and say for this particular project, this current project, we're going to call it domain. Right? And then we could just do a replace all. Yeah. All right, there we go. Now, this is complaining because it's like I don't know what domain is, right? And so I got you. All right, go ahead and say using domain. Yeah. Now, everything should still be happy. Happy compiler. Okay. Now, good. All right. Now, let's look at this. We just created a project that's supposed to reflect our domain logic, and we moved the classes that we had basically flushed out in our TDD process within my test project, and we put those classes up here in the domain. All right, so now we're refactoring and we're putting things in logical order. That's what we're doing now. Does our test still pass? The test should pass because we didn't really do anything, right? And it's a good thing that we have a test because we would be scared to refactor anything. And unfortunately, the majority of shops that I work in, if not all the shops that I work in here in Miami, they still don't understand that at all. And I don't understand how they are even getting paid to build software. How is that possible? But they are, so they're doing something right and I'm doing something wrong. Okay. So the test still passes, all right? And now that the test still passes, what do we want to do? Well, okay. Well, maybe now. Oh, hold up. I don't like this view model. This view model isn't really part of the domain logic. But I don't really want to create another project to extract this away. So, well, I mean, in a way, it could be, this view model could be in the domain because it's still portable, right? It's just the view model is more, it supports interaction logic, right? And view models usually, if not always, provide support for the user interface. And the user interface should not, how do I say this? A domain should not even have a clue what a user interface is. And well, it still doesn't have a clue what a user interface is because this view model doesn't have any references to anything that means UI, okay? So I can argue that this view model might be okay being in this domain library, this domain project. It might be okay for the sake or for the intent of what I'm trying to demonstrate or share. I think I'm going to leave this view model here. There's a popular phrase by Uncle Bob that says, keep things together that tend to change together and pull things apart that tends to change for different reasons. I don't know what that means regarding this view model right here, but right now I think it is okay. Maybe as the software grows, then I will find a reason to extract this view model and put it into some other library. But right now, I think it's okay. Confirmation. This delegate command definitely is not. This delegate command is definitely not domain logic. It is more of a core component of interaction logic. All right. So now I have two items that are more focused on interaction logic. That gives me more of an incentive to create a library, a project called interactions or something to that effect. That's, yeah, now I'm qualifying a reason to create another project. All right. I didn't feel comfortable creating another project for just one class. I have two classes now, all right? And so maybe that gives me more of an incentive to create another project. All right, so we're gonna call this interaction logic. I don't know, whatever you want to call it. Call it UI logic. I like interaction logic because interaction logic doesn't mean UI. It could just mean interaction, okay? Yeah. All right, so Hell's Bells. Rest in peace, Silverlight. I miss you, baby. All right, yeah. Okay. Interaction logic. So interaction logic is going to rely on our domain library. Yeah. Okay. And you know what? I don't even know if it's more than likely this test project is still going to have a dependency on our domain because that's where the entities are defined at. Okay. Hence, confirmation result. That's a class that's defined in our domain, so we need to maintain that relationship. But our view model is in the interaction library, so we add a reference to our interaction logic. Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh. Now, does everything still build? I don't think I changed any. Oh, hold on. What's this? Hold on. No. Get rid of this class. Get rid of that. And let's move this delegate command and this view model over here to our interaction logic. Yes. And delete this now. All right. Oh, delete that. Yeah. All right. Now. No, hold up. Okay. Yeah, I'm good. All right. So interaction logic F2 does rename. We're not going to rename it. We're just going to copy the name onto our clipboard using the shortcut F2 within Visual Studio. Okay. And where is I don't care about that. No. Where is the namespace? You can have a class without a namespace? I didn't know that. Oh, it's going to have a namespace. Yeah, it's going to have a namespace now. I didn't know you could define a class without a namespace. Okay, so how you say this? You say like namespace, and we're going to say interaction logic. And we're going to do that. Right? And then we collapse this class, and we cut that, and we put this class in here. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Now, go to our comfort. No. Hold up. Jump the guy. Okay. So this view model is no longer part of the domain namespace. It's part of this interaction logic namespace. Yeah. Now, Reference this domain. Good. Yeah. All right. Now, let's get back. This view model. This view model is now going to point to interaction logic. Yeah. All right. And we're again RGR, red green refactor. We're doing the refactoring part of this. So now let's build it. Let's build. It should still be green because that's what professionals do. They have tests so they can do whatever they want with the software. As long as those tests are going green, then we don't care. All right. That's what separates a professional from an amateur. Emphasis on amateurs out there. Get on the level. All right. All right. Now that we have, let me collapse this. All right. Now, so far, we have 3 different libraries, right? 2 of these libraries are going to be actually a fundamental part of our application. We have our domain library. We have our interaction logic library. Yeah. Okay. Then we have our tests. This test is our test suite. We only have 1 test in here. That's all we need right now for the purpose of what I'm trying to share. Okay, now, what do you want to do now? Everything's green, right? The test still passed. I ran it like 5 seconds ago. For some reason, I'm running it again, okay? 13 milliseconds, all right? Now, maybe we want to consider, maybe we're confronted with deciding on a specific technology for the user or the agent of the outside world. Oh, okay, let's retract that last statement. For the user to interact with. Okay, so I love WPF, man. I'll get off on WPF. Oh, let's choose WPF. All right, we're gonna say I don't know. We're gonna say confirmation client. Yeah. Okay. Add that, man. All right. So now we have our WPF window, confirmation.client. All right. It's been a while since I've worked in WPF. I love it. It's been a while, so I'm probably going to spend a little bit of time debugging things that I haven't done in a while. But that's okay. You can still come on this journey with me. Now, within the XAML, let's add a button. All right. And this button is going to say confirm. Okay. Yeah. And this button is probably going to have a command that is going to bind to our view model. Okay. Our view model is in interaction logic. So we need to reference interaction logic from our clients. Please work. Please don't complain about incompatible portable class library versions or anything like that. And I am able to reference interaction logic from my client. Yeah. All right. Now, that said, we set we created a button and we set the text to confirm. And you know, my OCD is taking over. No. Let it go. I was going to try to pretty up this button and add some space and add a little title, but I don't need to do that. That's not the purpose of this. All right. So, but what is the purpose is we need to, since we added a reference to this interaction logic library up here, then we need to create a namespace so we can get a hold of our view model. Okay. Our view model is called interaction logic. So we could say XML namespace. Interaction logic, yeah, equals CLR. You know, I wish I could just type in view model. I wish I could just type in view model and it will automatically reference the namespace that view model is in, but it's not going to do that for me. So I could have sworn it used to, but it won't. So, then we could say this is called interaction logic, right? Put that in here. Yeah. Okay, that's our namespace. All right, that's where our view model is located at. Just to make sure, we go to our view model And the namespace of our view model is interaction logic. That's the namespace that has this class in here, and that is the namespace we're going to reference. Now this has a little squiggly on it. I think you have to do something like assembly equals, and I think you have to say the same thing again. I think. And it looks happy. The squiggly went away. All right. Now that we have a namespace defined that has our view model, let's create a command. Yeah. All right. And then we do some data binding. And we say, yo, I want you to data bind to what is it called? It was called like confirm command, right? It was called confirm command. So we say confirm command. I really hope you work because it's been a while since I've worked as WPF. Okay, it's no squigglies. All right, I guess that's a good thing. All right. So this confirm command, if you remember, if you hit Control comma, right, then you could do some quick navigation. All right, you see this window up here? That was displayed for me hitting Control comma, and that shows the search window. All right. Refrain from using your mouse for every single thing. You get fast. You get lightning fast when you take advantage of the shortcuts that Visual Studio provides. Okay. So that's our delegate command, right? Confirm command. So theoretically, hopefully, when we launch this application, okay, and we hit this button, this confirm command, just of type delegate, which implements I command, which exposes, right, or requires an implementation for can execute and execute. Hopefully, when we hit that button, it should automatically hit this block of code right here, in which we say, we take our confirmation object member and we invoke the confirm operation. The confirm operation is going to raise an event saying confirmation needed or something to that effect, and any whatever you want to call it, thing, for lack of a better term, that subscribes, any client, maybe that's a better term, that subscribes to the event that is called confirmation.request. Request is the event that gets raised. Any client that subscribes to this request that's under this confirmation will have an opportunity to act or handle a request to confirm something. Yeah, okay. So that's what we're doing, and we just wired up our XAML. We just wired up our button to our view models command for confirming some type of interaction, okay? All right, I hope that works. Now, we need to, as I think about it, okay, hold up. Now, as I think about it, we need to, this is where the application starts having some code to it. Okay, right now there's no code in our WPF application, nothing. All right, with the exception of the XAML. All right, so now what we need to do is we need to throw up a confirmation dialog. Okay, that's what we need to do. So how do we do that? I know a hack of doing it, right? I call it a hack because I don't like code behind, on any type of window class, all right? Any type of presentation logic, I don't like code being in there. That's in the form of some imperative programming language, right? C# or Java. I like everything to be in my XAML, right? The markup language. XAML, Extensible Application Markup Language. That's what it stands for, all right? But I'm not smart enough to figure out how to do this without any code behind. Or I'm not willing to invest the time. So I'm just going to be really quick and dirty, okay? So let's go back, and we're going to go to our main window, and we're going to go to the code behind. I hate this noise. Get rid of it. Oh, okay, good. Now, I don't like comments. Comments are for losers. Your methods should explain what it's doing. If you need to comment your code, something is wrong with your code. All right, now, um, so you know what we didn't do in our XAML? Now that I'm looking at this, we need to define a data context. Okay, so we say window dot data context. Yeah. And we're going to say our data context is going to be our interaction logic view model. Hold up. Oh, what? Oh, it's not showing up. Interaction logic, it should show up. Whatever. I'll figure out why it's not showing up yet. Maybe because I didn't build it. No, why aren't you showing up? What's this right here? View model does not include any accessible constructors. Ah, shoot. You know what? God. All right, so this view model doesn't have any accessible constructors. All right, so what that error is complaining about is saying that from the XAML, it can't spin up an instance of a view model because it doesn't have a confirmation object that this view model depends on that you pass into the view model's constructor when you're instantiating the view model. Crap, right? I don't like that. And I'm not smart enough to figure out how to make that XAML happy. All right, I could Google it, but it is WPF. It should be a way to do it. But I'm not going to waste any more of your time trying to research how to pass in an object into a constructor of a view model. Okay, so that's going to have us refactor our tests. I think for the worse. All right, I'm so upset right now. Oh, okay. So our test, man, I'm really upset. We're going to, unfortunately, as a hack, I'm pissed off right now. As a hack, we're going to have this. I'm really angry, man. All right, so as a hack, we're going to have this confirmation. Yeah, that just ruined everything. Confirmation. Okay. I don't like this at all. I don't like that at all. Let's make it private. No, I can't even make it private. Yeah, I can. Because I still have a member. No, I can't. Shoot. Alright, whatever. Get rid of this over here. Where are you at? I'm pissed off right now. Alright, and yeah. I don't like this is no longer clean, man. So God damn you. Alright. Okay. We run our tests. Our tests I would think would fail, right? It better fail. It should throw an exception, a null reference exception. We got build errors. Okay, so it won't even compile. And you do control back. Hold up. No, those are free. If you do control and then this back, whatever you call it, back hyphen, I don't know what you call it. Why is it not letting me do it? It should be okay. If I hit this, all right. This sounds getting on my nerves now. Key combination cannot. Okay, I got it. If I hit Control and then back E, that's a shortcut for viewing my errors. Okay, so I don't know if you want to say Control whack E. It's the backward slash. Control backward slash E. That's a shortcut for viewing your errors. Okay, your compile errors. So type view model is not an object element because it is not public or does not define a public parameter. What are you talking about, Willis? Hold up. View model. Our view model is public. Our constructor is public. What are you talking about? Okay. It says the view model is not usable as an object element because it is not public or does not define a public parameterless constructor or a type. I don't think that error is valid. It must be some other errors that need to be handled. Okay. Now we can use an initializer. Scott, you're so smart. All right. Well, I still don't like it though. All right. So we could use an initializer, and we could say confirmation equals. Confirmation equals confirmation instance. All right. So confirmation property of this view model equals confirmation instance. Yeah. All right. So does this compile? Oh, why don't you compile? Okay. Cannot resolve dependency to assembly class library. Using reflection. What are you talking about? So, example. I thought. What are you talking about, man? I don't. I'm referencing the interaction logic here from my Windows client. What, do you want me to do domain too? Is that going to make you happy? Is that going to make you happy? And it makes it happy. Okay. I'm not smart enough to tell you why it needed that. All right. I'm not sure why my client needed information about the actual domain, but I mean I'm sure I could figure it out. Right. But I'm not right now. So everything builds, right? But I'm willing to bet that the test, well, no. The test should pass. All right, so let's run. We're doing some refactoring, RGR. Let's run our test, and our test is green. Everything still passes. All right, we set the data context for our Windows client. All right, and so now that should enable us to do some data binding so that when we click the button, the command is invoked, specifically the confirm command. The confirm command is going to ultimately result in an event being raised by our confirmation object. And that object is going to raise an event, and our Windows client is going to subscribe to that event. Our Windows client is going to subscribe to that event, right? So what does that mean? In our test, our test was an agent of the outside world. It did the subscription. It had a subscription to the confirmation request event. All right. Now we're going to take this type of logic. We're going to take this type of logic, and we are going to say we're going to apply it to our Windows client because our client represents the outside world. Before this test right here represented the outside world, but now our client is going to represent the outside world because that's the actual application. That's the system under test, ultimately. All right. All right, so let's go to this main window.xaml.cs, and we say what? Oh, okay. Well, we need access to a view model. Okay, so let me say view model. Say view model equals. Compiler, you're smart enough. You should know. Okay. We don't have to say equals null. You're smart, compiler. You already know. Right? So we can then say in the main Windows constructor, we can say view model equals this dot data context. Yeah. All right. Hold up. Oh, why are you? Oh yeah. As view model. Oh yeah. Okay. It doesn't like me saying this. You're right. Okay, fine. Now, so what did we just do? Okay, we're in the Windows client, right? This confirmation client, that's our WPF application. Okay, I have some code behind, unfortunately. All right, I'm not proud of this, right? But I'm not willing to research a more effective way without having code behind, right? So, in my code behind, I'm going to reference my view model, right? My view model is defined in my interaction logic. Okay. The view model is going to is going to reflect the data context of our XAML application, all right? Or the specific window within our XAML application that contains the button that's going to be invoked that's going to be clicked, okay? Data context, right? The data context is our view model, right? It is, all right? Our data context is defined right here. So in window.dataContext, we're saying that we want the data context for our window to be an instance of this view model here. That's defined in interaction logic, okay? The namespace, this interaction logic is a namespace, and it's defined right here, all right? You see this? That's the namespace that it's under, and this is the name of the assembly, okay? It has the same name. Yeah, all right. Oh, now, where are we at? Yeah, you know, oh, my OCD was getting ready to take over, but I'm just gonna leave it alone right now. All right, so we have our view model, okay? Now what? All right, our main window that harbors this button that is going to ultimately launch a confirmation dialog. Our window needs to register somehow for this confirmation event. So how do we do that, right? Well, there's probably a number of ways, but I think the quick and dirty way is to expose an event on the view model, right? Expose an event on the view model, perhaps called confirmation requested. I could say needed. I like needed. It reads better. Needed. Okay. Confirmation needed. Okay. Maybe I could rename the whatever. I'm not gonna go in there. So perhaps I could put an event called confirmation needed on my view model that will then forward the response of a user of this application. It will forward some type of confirmation result response, okay? And all that should just work, okay? So I know what I said was pretty fuzzy, so let me just start writing some code to make this happen so I can clarify, you know? All right, so we can say, we do something like this. And should just return a, I know what I want to do. We could probably say on confirmation needed. That's going to be a method, right? Oh, I hate code. No, that wasn't right. We don't want to create a property. We want to say, confirmation result, and we want to say on confirmation needed and something like that, okay? And we need to basically say, how do you throw a dialog? They have a message dialog. Okay. Is there a message dialog on here? Can I do that? There's a message box. Message box.show. Okay. Okay. So the first one is message box text. Please. Do you want to proceed. Okay. And then the next one is the actual caption. Confirm. And the next one is button. Okay and cancel. Oh, okay. I'm so smart. All right, so, and we need to say our results equals that. Yeah, no, that's it's just going to be what's the result? The result is a message box result. What's the message box result? You could say I don't know what the message box result is. Stop. Shoot. Result dot. Oh. Result equals. Ah, okay. Okay, I got it. So if we say, okay, got it. Now, if I say if result, let me go to the end. Apparently this isn't F sharp, so I need 2 equals. If result equals message box okay, then we're going to say return confirmation result dot confirmed. Else, you're going to say return and confirmation result dot cancel. Let's go canceled, right? I thought canceled had 2 L's in it. I don't know. All right. And it says, hey, there's an easier way for you to do this. So I'm going to say, okay, well, show me. And it says, well, I guess you're right. Okay. Now, got that in here. Okay. Now, what are you complaining about? Make it static? Oh, okay. Static. Fine. All right. So, but we don't have a confirmation needed event actually exposed on our view model. Okay. So we go to our view model and we'll let's expose this event. Right. So we say public delegate void. Well, it's not void. It's confirmation result. Confirmation results equals. Well, what am I doing? Confirmation result, and it's going to be called this. Confirmation needed handler. That's the name of our delegate. It doesn't take any parameters. And then you can say public confirmation needed handler. It's confirmation needed. Okay. Yeah. Okay. And you know, it's starting to obfuscate my class, man. There's too much going on in my class. Like, I understand it's required. It's just too much. I look at this class, man. It's already looking complex. I don't want a complex class, even if it is complex. Just like the human body or any animal, reptile, mammal, bird, fish, like they all have this like anatomy, where things are structured, things are layered, and maybe classes should be treated the same way, especially to Java developers. Like Java developers, man, they write some very verbose Java classes, and I'm sorry for attacking y'all, but yeah, so let's reduce this complexity a little bit to make it more readable. All right, let's add some anatomy to our class. Yeah, all right. This is called view model, but you know what? It could stay view model. We're just going to make it a partial class. We're going to make it a partial class, and we are going to take that. We're going to move it. All right, the anatomy of a class. Yes. And we are going to say it's still a view model, homie. It's still a view model. Right? Oh, yeah. Oh, what a. Oh, yeah, you're right. I can't give the same name. So what do you want to do? Right? You say, well, call it freaking events. That's what I want to do. Right? ViewModel.events. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Come here. Do that. Get rid of the noise. Yeah. You say public partial. Yeah. Public partial. Yeah. 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 Bam. All right. Now. Confirmation result. All right. Go get it. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. Yo. Everything still compile? Everything still compile? All right. Everything still compiles. My test still green? My test still green? My tests are still green. All right. Yeah. Okay. You just noticed what we just did, right? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Come on. Let's nest it. Let's nest it. Yeah. The anatomy of a class. We have a view model, right? It's a partial class. It exposes the constructor. It exposes some properties. If you want some more details, well, you need to drill into this view model. ViewModel.events. Okay. And ViewModel events defines, a delegate and event called confirmation needed. Yeah. Go back to our main window.xaml.cs. It's satisfied right here. It didn't compile before, and we just fleshed out the logic, so now it does in the constructor of the main view model. So we don't have to worry about any memory leaks or anything like that. It's done in the constructor. It's only going to be registered one time only. Yeah. Well, I'm getting off on this. Now, what do you want to do? All right. Here's our UI. There's a confirm on it, right? OCD is taking over just a tad. Font size equals 24. 24. I didn't say 24. I said 24. All right. Yo, stop going off. All right. Now, you know what? OCD is taking over. Font style. Where's font style equals? No. It's font weight. Font weight. Font weight. Yeah. All right. Equals bold. Yeah. All right. You know what? I think I'm good right now. All right. I'm not going to change the color. All right. So this button called confirm, it's going to rely on the command. It's going to be some data binding in which it's going to bind to a property called confirm command on our view model. Okay. That confirm command, if I hit F12, is it smart enough to navigate to the confirm command property on our view model? It is smart enough to navigate. It didn't used to do this before. Good job, Visual Studio. All right. Confirm command is right here. That's where it's at. All right. If we want to, headphones came out. All right, go. Now, that's where it's at. When we invoke this command, it's going to, again, take this confirmation instance, right, which is in the form of a property. It's going to call the confirm operation on it. That confirm operation is going to return a confirmation status, right? That confirmation status, or that confirm operation, hold on. I'm missing something. What I'm missing is that when, okay. What I'm missing is we need to actually take the event from, Scott, I'm getting flustered now. I need to, okay. So when they call the confirmation, we actually need to raise the event. Okay, so what does that mean? This might change everything. Okay, Control V. Okay. And how do we want to do this? We actually want to say confirmation needed. Raise that event. Okay. But we want to return. that. Okay. Yeah. Okay. And that's going to do is I'm going to say confirmation needed returns what the user is going to do in this code behind file over here. So we can say confirmation status equals confirmation needed. Okay, and that will handle that. Okay, so we probably can get rid of this. Oh, I think this is messing up my test. Okay. Okay. Yo, you can. Oh shoot! Hold up. Oh. Okay. Now, a confirm command. We instantiate it. When it actually gets invoked, we raise the confirmation needed event. An agent of the outside world will respond to that event and will pass us a confirmation result. We take a confirmation result and we assign it to this confirmation status. Okay. Now, what does that mean for our confirmation object that we created earlier? Well, let's see. Maybe nothing. Maybe it doesn't mean anything. Maybe because this is RGR, red green refactor, maybe we just update our tests, right? It's a discovery. So we go to our test potentially and we say, you know what? Maybe there is no confirmation. Right? What if we kill this confirmation and it's just we're not going to delete it yet. We're just going to comment everything out. Okay. It has no clue what confirmation is, right? So do that. Okay. Yeah. And maybe the view model is our confirmation. Maybe it exposes the confirmation property, right? So we could say, goddamn, Scott. There you go. So you could say view model. Come on, view model dot confirmation. Requested, right? Confirmation needed. All right. Do that instead. Equals confirmation result dot confirmed. Why are you complaining right here? What? Oh yeah. I hear you. So make sure we have that in the proper order because it can't use a view model if we haven't declared it. Okay. And what? Oh yeah. We don't need to see that. We don't need. Well, no. We need that. Okay. And yeah. Okay. So hold up. And that's happy. But you know what? Hold up. Why can't we just do this right here? Do we really need to? Let's just try to reduce the footprint of the code. And this thing is getting on my nerves. And let's do that. Yeah. Okay. Does my test still pass? RGR, red green refactor. Go green. Please go green. This is what tests do. They let you refactor because you have the safety net. Yes, it's still green. Oh, okay. Now, let's launch this application, man. Let's take this confirmation client app. Okay. We'll make it read only. Thank you, because you are an object-oriented language. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you're not better than that. And we have to specify that you're read-only because you're not read-only by default. Something that you get in F sharp. Damn you, C sharp. Why can't you be F sharp? Okay? This is happening too much. Dismiss. I wish you would stop telling me. Okay, now we set our confirmation client to the startup. Okay, and come on, let's go. We get shown the confirm window, and we hit the confirm button. Do you want to proceed? Now, on our view model, let's put a breakpoint on when our delegate command gets invoked. Okay, breakpoint right there. So when I hit this OK, no. Let's start over. Because it's already working. Hold up. Yeah. And when I hit OK, the confirmation status will be confirmed. Right, why does it say canceled? Right. Yo, what is the default of confirmation? Whatever. Yeah, it should be waiting. I need to figure out. I'll look into it later. All right. Anyway, the confirmation status should be updated to confirmed in the event that we raise this event. If we hit OK, that means confirmed, right? Because if we look at our code behind, we say if the result equals OK, then return confirmed, else return canceled. Okay? That's the logic that we have here. Maybe I should just put a breakpoint right here, right? Put a breakpoint right there. Oh, go back. And we hit OK. And nothing happened. Why didn't anything happen? Volk? Oh, okay. I'm not sure what that was. Oh, yeah. Boom. Hit OK. If it equals OK, return confirmed. And that's the confirmation status, right? Okay. That's it. That is the app, right? So maybe you didn't see it, all right? So maybe it's my job to add a little bit more to the UI to reflect what just happened. So if we go to confirmation client, we go to the main window. Let's add some rows, all right? Grid.row definitions. You say row definition. How does this work? I don't think you just do it like that, right? We'll have two rows. All right, one row is going to have our status. Another row is going to have our button. Okay. All right. Yeah. We'll do that. All right. And so then we say button. It's in the grid. Row. Grid.row equals 0. No. It equals 1. That's where a button is. Okay. But you know what? I'm gonna have a text block. Let's say text block. And we're gonna say text equals. Let's add another property to our view model. Right? Another property to our view model, and we're gonna say that this is going to be something. I don't know what it's gonna be yet. Right? We definitely know it's gonna be string. And well, it doesn't have to be a string, but whatever. I could create a type, but I'm not going to go there. And it's going to be stat confirmation results. Yeah. Okay. And yeah. Okay. So we go back to our XAML and we say text equals binding and confirmation result. Okay. You know what? That's probably a good information for our test as well. Let's create another test. All right, test one thing only. Yeah. Go to here when we say say confirming updates. Can't spell updates. Status message. Okay. Confirming updates status message. And over here, we're gonna have the same logic in here. Why is this thing not going away? If I hide it and then we open it, and I could say we say execute, and then we say that our view model dot confirmation results. Which one is the string? Confirmation result equals. Just say confirmed. Okay. I don't like that. Confirmation. Oh, shoot. Name it confirmation message. Confirmation message. Was Visual Studio smart enough? Is Visual Studio smart enough to? No, it's not smart enough. Message. Okay. Equals confirmed. Now, when I run this test should fail because I didn't do anything to actually update the message, but we're doing RGR. Control RT will run that test from the scope of that test because the cursor was in that particular test method. All right, and so we don't need this breakpoint anymore. Let's run it. Let's run it. Run it. Oh, it says no, there's nothing here. Okay, all right, cool. I expected you to fail. That's why I wrote you. Okay, now let's come on, overhead, finish. Okay, so now let's go to our view model, and we are going to say that we're going to. Man. Let's do this. That. Okay. Let me do this. Wait. Parenthesis? Will that make it happen? Okay. And we are going to. Oh, shoot. Okay. And this is so. Why am I getting? We'll go right there. All right. Good. Now we can now say. I haven't used a ternary operator in a long time, but maybe I could use it right here. Confirmation message. Did I do my message over here? Yeah. Confirmation message equals confirmation status equals confirmation result dot confirmed. If it is, then we say confirmed. Else we can say canceled. Oh shoot. Oh, hold up. Yeah, we're doing text. Else we can change it to cancel. Put that in the text. Now that is one technique we can do. Okay, where our hard code within the view model, the actual text to be displayed on our application. Okay. Oh yeah, I need to grid.row 0. Okay. Now I mean, this should work, right? An alternative approach is to use a value converter. The value converter is going to be cleaner. Okay. So what does that mean? We can have this line right here, and it's going to do the job. Actually, no. I'm right, because the value converter is UI specific, and this is view model specific. So if we use a UI converter, even though it's going to, or if we use a value converter within our XAML, even though it would relay the message in our UI, our test would still fail. So I know what I said. If you're a WPF guru, you know what I said. Else, I'm not going to spend too much time talking about my thought process. All right. So if we run this test, hopefully this should pass. Confirmed. All right. Pass, 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 pass. Pass. Okay, good. All right. So now we launch this application. Let's launch it. Hit confirm. Let's move this over here. Hit confirm. Get rid of this. Get rid of that. Hit confirm. Do you want to proceed? Yes, I want to proceed. And I don't know what is this control here? Why is this here? Display layout outdoors. I don't even know what that means. But we don't have the text confirmed in here. Why don't we have the text confirmed in here? Did I miss something? Did I not do anything in my UI? Text block equals text binding confirmation message. It looks like it should work. And maybe it did work. Maybe we need to change the color of the text. I'm not sure. Let's just do font color. How do you change the color? How do you change the... Is it foreground? Foreground equals green. And say font size equals 24. 24. Okay. And I have a feeling this still isn't going to work though, because we have to do it for the button. Text block. We set it to the row. 0. Text equal. Oh, maybe we need to do update source. Isn't it called like source trigger? I thought it was called like. Yeah. I think I understand what I need to do. Say auto text. Say mode equals two-way. I wonder if that worked. It's been a while since I worked with WPF. Oh, I wonder if that'll work. And that didn't work. So what else do we need to do? And I say update source trigger equals property changed. Will that work? If this doesn't work, then I don't know. I would probably spend the next 10 minutes researching and figuring out why it's not updating. And that didn't work either. Our test still passed though. I'm not sure what else I need to do. I'm missing something. Do I have any, let me look at my output window. Do I have any errors in my output window in regards to data binding? I don't see any errors. Looks like everything wears up. I don't see any error. Oh, you know what? I know why. It's been a while. So our view model is control comma view model shortcut. Our view model, you see this? Do you see this? What does our view model implement? What interface does our view model implement? It doesn't implement anything. Okay, it doesn't. It needs to implement I notify property changed. Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. And implement that interface, right? You know what? Because we have a special place for things we call events. We do. We put them in viewModel.events. That's what we do. That is what it is for. Okay. Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, I got you. Okay. Go back up here. We're still good. All right, we're still good. Now, if we do that, then we need to do something like this. We need to get get let's say string confirmation message. We can so return confirmation message. I don't know what you complained about. No, I didn't know I could do that for it. No, I can't. I don't think I can. Maybe we can say set. We can say confirmation message equals value. Okay. OCD is taking over. Okay. Go. Okay. And then go. Go. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Now, say I notify property change. Okay. And what we need to do is we need to actually do something about it. Okay. We can say void notify. Say void on property. Let me spell property. Property changed. And I thought there was something called like caller, member, name. I thought there was something like that. I think there's something like that. And then you can say, I don't really remember the details though. I thought it was like string property name. I thought you can do. Yeah, I'm gonna have to research that part. And then I thought you can do something like if property name is not null, then we could say what's this thing called? Property changed. We could say property changed. Where's that event? Say this, and then we can say new property changed. And pass in the property name. Okay. Maybe we don't need to check if it's null, because it's what? C#, whatever latest version, it will have to null check question mark thingy. Okay. Maybe we don't even need these brackets. Maybe we don't need that at all. Maybe we can just do something like that. No. Wow, what am I supposed to do with this? I forgot how this works. Do I throw this in here? I can't remember. How do you do caller member name? All right, hold up. I gotta look this one up. C#. Caller member name. Caller member name. It says, give me an example. Give me an example. Caller member name, and then they just have. Oh yeah. I was missing the default. So I think you just do this. Oh, aren't you being happy right now? All right, so let me go back. In here they have compiler services, caller member name within the brackets, and they have string, and they have member name equals whatever. So over here, okay, the error says the type or namespace name caller member name attribute cannot be found. But I thought you were found earlier. Why are you lying to me? All right, let's start over. I could do this. That might be okay, but I should be able to do this. Hold up. All right. I mean, honestly, I'm not going to spend too much time trying to figure out how this works. Strings. Is it in a ladder part? It's available in .NET Framework 4.5. All right. And it's supported in the portable class library. What framework are we looking at? 4.5. All right. What is this Silverlight in here for? Look at that. It's going to be in here regardless. All right, so we'll do one more check. Caller member name. And then I'm not going to spend any more time on this. What if I build? Do I have other errors in here? Found. Okay, so whatever. Get rid of that. And in the set, unfortunately, I'm going to have to do it's been a while. I'll notify property changed. Confirmation message. And just to try it one more time, caller member name. And it's still not recognized, so I'm not going to pursue it any further. I'll figure it out afterwards. Let's say name of. Okay. Now, hopefully that should still pass. And when we launch the app, we should get an updated label saying that after we click the confirm button, we should get an updated text saying confirmed. Else, I don't know. Okay, we see confirm right here. Okay, it's been a while. All right, man, it's been a while. So anyway, that's it. Okay. So what did we do? We test drove our confirmation dialog, right? Our interaction with these unit tests, okay? And one test we had was get confirmation, in which we created some confirmation object, or instantiated a confirmation object. That class of that object actually implements an interface that requires the exposing of an event and also implementing a confirm method, okay? We then added a property to our view model for, we actually added an event to our view model called confirmation needed, so that any client relying on our view model can subscribe to this event client needed. And when that event gets raised, that client can return a response to our confirmation needed event. And we take their response, moving to this test over here, and we take their response and we do some updates. We update the confirmation status, and we have a confirmation message. Okay. Now, what I wanted to say is this confirmation message is really maybe UI specific, because in the XAML we could take this text block up here, right? Text block, which is this up here, and we could really assign the text to using a value converter. We can assign the text using a value converter to the confirmation status, right? Which would remove this duplicate right here. Like, we wouldn't need this. We can just use confirmation status, right, which is the core of what we want. And we can have this text block pretty much data bind to the confirmation status on our view model, and have a value converter convert that enum of canceled or confirmed to a pretty text, pretty string. We have the option to do that, but we did it. I did it. But it was an option, all right? In hindsight, I would, you know what? Yeah, I'm going to do that. No, I'm not. I'm tired. I don't want to talk anymore. No, I brought it up. I'm going to do it. Okay. Delete that. Okay. Now, this confirmation message. No, we're not going to do this anymore. Okay. Now, we're going to leverage a value converter. Control KD. All right, good. So let's go in here, and we'll say text block equals confirmation status. All right, data bind to the confirmation status, and we will say value. How does this work? Is it converter? Converter equals static resource. Confirmation results to text converter. Okay. We haven't defined this yet. we need to define a namespace called converters. XML namespace converters. Okay. And we can say CLR namespace. It's part of the interaction logic. That's where I will put it. Do I really need to create this? Yeah, I'll create it. Interaction logic. Interaction logic dot converters. Assembly equals interaction logic. Okay. There's a red squiggly because it doesn't know what converters is. You're absolutely right because we haven't defined it. So we go and we create a class called converters. Well, actually, that's the name of our namespace is going to be converters. We're going to call this, I think it's called confirmation result to text converter. I'm not sure if I should actually have converter as part of the name, but I don't know. Maybe for naming conventions, maybe I should. Confirmation result to text converter. Put that up there. Dot converters. Okay. Get rid of the noise. Oh, yeah. Okay. And we're going to implement. Oh, man. This is interaction logic. Well, I value converter. It doesn't know what it is. This is over here. Hopefully, it just added. It added a reference to presentation framework. You're so smart. Good job, Visual Studio. Yeah, good job. I'm proud of you. Okay, so here we know that our value is going to be eno. We say almost said let, but we're not in F sharp, so we say var. And no, actually, I don't even think we say var. Well, yeah, we can say var. We can say var confirmation results equals value as confirmation results. Oh, yeah. Okay. Can I do that? Well, let's say enum. I don't think you can only do that with types. I thought. So you probably have to do something like this. You probably have to cast like that. I think. I don't know. I haven't worked in C# for a long time. So, yeah, okay. And then we want to say, we want to say if this confirmation result equals confirm, then we're going to, you know what? No, Scott, we're advanced, man. We're gonna be clever. We're gonna say return confirmation result dot, how do you do this? Equals confirmed. And we say confirmed. It's not confirmed. We say canceled. Yeah. Okay. Oh, shoot. We say cancel. Okay. Stop. And that is how we get down. Yeah. And you know what? We can probably say, Scott, you're being too clever. I don't know if this is ugly, but I am going to do it anyway. I'm going to do it anyway. All right, so we can do this. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And we can do something like that. Yeah. Okay. Do that. And we just good. Right? So this is our value converter, our confirmation result to text converter. All right, it's going to take the binding that we identified for confirmation status, and it's going to use a converter to take that enum value and convert it into some meaningful text that we're going to display up here. That's what we do. That is how it's going to work. And confirmation result to text converter. Do I need to build it to make it happy? Get rid of the squiggly? No. Got some compile errors. Oh shoot. What? Okay. You happy now? Okay. And what else are we missing? Don't know what you are missing. Yeah, we can delete this test now. All right. We don't really need this test because that test was more UI specific. This is the only test we need right now. Keep building and keep resolving errors. Okay. It says something about this over here. No. What the? Delete. Okay. Keep going. Okay. It said it succeeded. This is not implemented. Oh, that's fine. What's this method not used? Property changed. We need to. I think we do need that for subsequent events. So we say confirmation result, confirmation status equals waiting. Okay. And then we have our get and set. Do that. And we can say for the get, we just return our confirmation status. Yeah. And for our set, we can do. Say confirmation status equals value. Okay. And we need to say on notify property change. I don't understand why caller member name does not work. Say name of. We'll just say this confirmation status. We pass that in this name of function. We'll take the type and convert it to a string. Okay. And build it. We should succeed. Let's oh yeah, that's fine. Let's put a breakpoint right here. See if it gets caught. And let's go to our XAML. XAML. Let's go to our XAML. And converters no longer has a red squiggly, so hopefully it's being recognized. But this does have a red squiggly. It says confirmation result. You want to know why? Because converter equals static resource. What am I missing here? I know what I'm missing. I need to create. I'm using the namespace. Is it resources? Oh, maybe it's resources. Hold up. Window resources. And only public or internal classes can be used within markup. Confirmation type is not public. All right, so what are you talking about? Make that public. And it says namespace will not be. Oh shoot! Come on, Scott, get it together. That and everything succeeds. Right. Is it recognized? It looks like it's recognized. Let's try it again. I'm sorry for wasting so much time, but this is to demonstrate using a value converter within the WPF application. And immediately we know it works because it got caught right here in this convert. If we do confirm, you want to proceed, and it gets updated to confirmed. Thank you. I'm sorry that part took so long. I'm really sorry. It's been a while. I'm rusty. All right. So that's it. That's it. That's it. Where am I at? So sorry, the last part got drawn out. It's been a long time since I did WPF, but what I just demonstrated was using a value converter that will remove perhaps unnecessary business logic, right? For interaction logic, we're providing a separation between UI and business. So the less code we have to write theoretically, the less code we have to maintain, the less area that is available for bugs to creep up in. And so I've demonstrated using TDD going from straight test method, fleshing out the logic, to refactoring it into a domain library, to creating another library to manage the interaction logic, hence view model and delegate command, to creating a UI client, in this case a WPF client, and then wiring up that WPF client to our interaction logic library and our domain library based on the types that are defined in the domain, such as confirmation result. And that's what I attempted to demonstrate. I'm sorry it took so long. It's been a while since I did WPF. It used to be muscle memory. I used to just get off on it, but now it's been a while. But again, the intent was to demonstrate how to use TDD and actually unit test a confirmation. And that's what I just attempted to share with you. So hope you appreciate my effort. I'm just getting started doing videos. I promise you I am going to get better. I am. I'm going to get better. It's just awkward right now. I'm going to get better. So thanks. And my name is Scott Nimrod. And I am a WPF developer. It's been a while. A Xamarin developer. I'm more up to date with that. And SDET, a student for life, an unofficial disciple of a lot of gurus, even though they may not accept me into their programs. And I'm available for hire. And I want to help you. I want to help you make money, and I want to save you a lot of money. And I'm all about test automation. I know property-based testing. I'm enhancing my skills with functional programming. I'm still a novice, but I know a little something about functional programming. I'm hardcore.net. So I'm available for hire. And sayonara. Adios. Bye. Yeah.